My name is Zamber. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and deciding to watch with me. Now, if you saw my game reaction trailer for the second game, you already know what this is about. You've already heard me nerd out about it. But if you have not, hi, I'm Zamber. I am quite the enthusiast of The World Ends With You. I played the original game. I tried playing the iPad, port, the Switch port. I didn't really care for them. I would still say the best experience for this game is playing it on the DS. You get control of both characters on both screens. It's really fun. Tin Pin Slammer on there is also the bomb. And of course, it is a super portable system. I just adore the DS anyway. So I am very excited to actually get to watch The World Ends With You animation. I never in a million years thought that we would get an animation for this. I actually hoped that we would. And here we are. Of course, I'm a huge nerd. I also had to bring this out. I don't have the pins from the game. When I was younger, my mom wouldn't let me buy things offline, which is fine, as she should not. But instead, I would buy these pins from, like, Claire's. It won't focus on that one. But I would buy these pins from Claire's and pretend. So I'd be like, this one is the health pin, and I'd regain health, what have you. You know, little role play in my bedroom. So I am excited. Any excuse to get back into The World Ends With You fandom is okay by me. I enjoyed them. I loved when The World Ends With You got to mix with Kingdom Hearts. And now we're at this weird crossroads that if you play Kingdom Hearts 3, it seemed like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy was going to merge back in together again, since Final Fantasy was very not included in the third game until the end with Final Fantasy Versus. And then there was a little hint of The World Ends With You because it was weird that Shibuya and Shinjuku were kind of the locations, and the 104 building, things like that. Just very convenient. And then the new game trailer went and just smashed us over the head, and they literally, like, we have Shibuya and Shinjuku Reapers, which if you don't know what a Reaper is, we'll learn that in a little bit. But, oh my god, so I don't know anymore. I don't know what they're going to do with this animation. I'm wondering if there's going to be a hint of Kingdom Hearts in here. It's very likely. I think it's more likely that the second game is going to have hints, and this is going to just focus on the original story, since the new game takes place 3 years after the events of the animation, the original game. So I'm excited to see what the animation has for us. I don't know if it'll ever get English dubbed. I'm kind of preferred to watch it in Japanese anyway, so I am hyped. I hope you guys are as well. Please keep in mind, if you want to watch my full reaction to The World Ends With You anime, you can check out my Patreon page. Link down in the description below to support the channel over there. But without further ado, let's get started. Oh, I'm so hyped. Oh, I'm so hyped. I'm freaking out, man. Oh, okay. I'm trying not to give spoilers, but that's really cool that they showed that first. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Are we gonna skip over Neku's super emo moment at the start of the game? I'm a little upset by that. But that gave so much character growth. The stop talking. I'm a loser. Oh my god, I love this game too much. Yeah. Oh, I like the purple aura it has around it. That's cool. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, fuck, the music! Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Ah! Hi, honey! You can tell who our main characters are. Yay! I can't remember how far the anime is gonna go. Is it the only... Not to spoil things, but is it the first week in the game or more? Oh my god, this music just gets me so hyped. boy. So, is this the opening song? Because I'm aware that the opening song got replaced. Because the original band ended up, you know, having one of their members arrested, the drummer or something. I don't know what happened. But so they had, okay, yeah, calling animation opening. Okay, yeah. So this got replaced. That's interesting. I'm going to be honest, I'm not complaining because I love calling. Like how can you not love calling? It's like such an iconic song of The World Ends With You. So I'm pretty hyped about this still.
君、サイキック使うの上手ね。サイキック？さっき君が使ってた炎とかのこと。これからもノイズを叩かなきゃいけないし、君と組めたら。
Aww, honey.
私はリサキシキ。シキって呼んで。
God, she's so cute.
ミッションの制限時間のカウントダウン。君の手のと一緒だよ。私たち死神ゲームの参加者はこの7日間を生き抜かないと消滅する。
Yeah, that looks cool. Hey! Oh, girl, you look so much better in your new outfit in the second game. That boss bitch look is 10 times hotter.
ここに来るまでは何もなかったけど、これで合ってるのかな？
タイマーが消えた。
よかった
誰だ？
正直舐めてたけど、なかなかやるな。
God, I love the style. This is so fun to watch. It's like a strange old memory.
なんだこれ。もしかして俺はこのまま消されるのか。俺は。
Good morning!
この世界について知ってることを全部教えろ。
ゲームに参加するとき、説明があったでしょ？
なんで気づいたらあそこに倒れてた。
Weird.
ここはね、渋谷だけど渋谷じゃないの。平行世界っていうのかな。
Oh, that's cool.
でしょ？これ、スキャンっていうんだって。
Oh. Is that how they're doing scanning? Instead of him like... Sorry. I'm trying not to spoil things. I think he'll say his name.
楽でいい。
なれなれしく触るんじゃねえよ。死神野郎。
ちょっとビート。死神？その人たちは僕たちと同じ参加者だよ。
何？
ほら、参加者どっち？参加者同士は心が読めないんだよ。ビートだって僕をスキャンできないでしょ。それと同じだよ。
Oh, Beat. I love you. I really do.
俺はビート。ね、こっちが相棒のライム。
よろしくね。
悪い、昨日ピンク頭の姉ちゃんにはめられてな。
その人知ってる？
マジかよ。お前らもか。
でも、ミッションはネクのものになんとかなったんだ。
ああ、お前強いのか。
They just had to go to a building. It's not that difficult. Let's be honest.
できなかったら消滅。
Is that the second mission? Oh. I didn't realize that was second mission. Interesting. I thought that was later. God, they did such a good job with the modeling. Oh, and the blend of 2D. Oh, that's really cool. God, I love animation.
すごいノイズを出してやろうかな。
無理すんな。
無理なんかじゃ。
イライラすのはほっといたって自分伝えよ。ノイズはほら完全に引き寄せられる。
お前、昨日の死神。
お前らがミッションを出してるのか。
だったらどうなのよ。桜庭ネク。
桜庭ネク。
あんた。そいつ、ミサキシキを殺したら、このゲームから解放してあげる。
Ba ba ba.
クリアできなかったら、あんた消滅なんだよ。ネクダメ、あんたダメ。
What are you doing?
Baby! Everyone's baby.
ねえ、ルールは守らないとな。
はぁ？突然何なのよ。
てか、あんた誰？
ミッションは1日につき1つ。ゲームマスターしか出せないルールだろ
そのゲームマスターですら参加者に直接手を下せる日は7日目だけだ。
I forgot about that rule. I guess I didn't realize it was a rule, I should say.
生き残れるのはパートナーを信頼できたやつだけだ。
パートナーを信頼。
Oh my god, are we already on day 3? Okay, so we are just going through everything in this anime, right?
そうだよな。俺があんなことしたから。
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it's pretty bad. Wow, we are already on day 3! We are going so fast.
ごめん。
悪かった。お前にひどいことをした。
いいよ。ほら、あの文章。
Oh, baby, I love you.
ミッションか。オーイーストの主を倒す。
オーイーストはライブハウスだよ。
Oh, that's so sick. Dang. I mean, okay, looking at Neku's hair in the animation, it is kind of more orangey blonde than I remembered, so that's about fair.
すっごくよかったよ。なんかシンクロしたって感じで。
そうか。もしかして俺、ノイズに取り憑かれてた感じ？
うん、かなり大きいのに。
俺、やすぎかよ。
Oh, this is really cool to see places from the game, like, in the animation. I love it.
もうそれじゃ電話しとかないとな。これやるよ。スペシャルなライブグッズだ。
I can't remember what this pin
価値が出る
does.
か出ないかはお前ら次第だ。
There was one that you had to scream into your DS microphone and it made it more powerful.
最後までちゃんと聞いていけよ。
Oh.
時間がないな。
Yeah, you're very short on time. Yeah. Don't let the negative thoughts get to ya. That's a cool shot.
一人で頑張ろうとしないで。
Yeah, you guys work better when you were a team. Yeah. Oh, this is so cool. It's like a big trip down memory lane. Hey, bye. Missed you. And you, Cupcake.
またあの時みたいに技出せるか。
私を信じてくれたよ。
Aww.
やってみる。
Aww.
オッケ
Okay.
ー。いくよ。
Wow. What? I can't remember what it's called, but it would hit 100% and then you got to do your all-out attack. It was like psychic or something. I can't remember. But it was really fun. And then you could let it level, like, continue growing as you got stronger. So instead of doing like a level 1, you could wait till your points got high enough and then you could do level 2 or then a level 3. So it's cool seeing it. I don't know if they'll like actually address that and have like a level or power system, but that's cool.
ありがとう。
I'm also curious if they'll go more in depth with like the psychs and pins and stuff like that.
立つくらい自分でできる。
Oh! My little emo baby.
さっきも助かった。
こういうのは持ちつ持たないんですよね。ねえ、提案。明日からは4人で協力してミッションやらない？
Aww.
ライムがいいなら俺は構わねえけど。ヘッドフォンがな。
その時はノイズの影響を受けてたからしょうがなかったんだよ。それに、ネクはここに来るまでの記憶がないらしいの。
You don't just tell people that. He could tell them.
そうなんだ。
That was cool. If you know, then you know why he looked away during that. But that was cool. Oh, this is cool.
最後の分解に入りました。彼が今回のゲームマスター、東だ。北西様のご期待通り、最高の料理に仕上げてご覧に入れます。
こびやがって。
参加者全員、消滅だ。
Bum, bum, bum.
かっこよかった。
俺は音楽界の革命を起こした。
私たちが見えたんだろう。
そんなの決まってるだろ。あいつら死神だからだ。
Yeah.
次回
Okay.
式
All right, so I'm going to try to keep the first half of me kind of talking about the episode as spoiler-free as I can, and then I will kind of let you guys know when I'm probably going to start treading into spoiler-esque territory, so if you don't want to know things, turn it off at that point. But for now, we're going to be spoiler-free. So, only talking about this episode, this anime that we have seen so far, I will say, compared to the game, it is a little bit rushed. I am not surprised by that at all, because I couldn't remember if they were just going to do the whole game in this animation, or just do the first week, which isn't really a spoiler. I don't consider it being a spoiler. But, yeah, so we have met Neku, and we have met Shiki, and then we have Beat and Rhyme, who are now deciding to team up to beat the Reapers together and to get through this game together, which is very nice. I like that concept in itself. I do find that as good as the animation is, I love the blend, of course, of the 3D-esque models with the more 2D, of course, drawn. I feel like they both are really interlapping well enough that sometimes I even struggle to tell what is the more 3D-esque model and what is the 2D kind of more hand-drawn look. So honestly, any show that can do a really nice blend of that is top-notch in my book. Another one that I would rate up there doing the same is Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has also done a very good job with it. So kudos to The World Ends With You Animation for doing a fantastic job. I cannot wait to see what else they pull out with it. But we are already basically 3 days down, which I honestly am kind of shocked about. I actually thought this episode would end after Neku trying to strangle Shiki. I thought that would be the end of this. So I am actually surprised that they did decide to continue on. I do find it to be a good stopping point because if they are trying, I believe they are doing the whole game. So if they're doing it in 12 episodes, I believe, right? I would assume they're getting 12 episodes. So if I do the math here, yeah, so they'll probably be going at a 2 to 3 day pace for every episode. Of course, some are going to take longer, but that seems to be the case. Which, once again, not complaining. Like I said, it did feel a little bit fast. But I am definitely curious to see what is important to include and maybe what wasn't, what they'll spend more time on, and what they may rush through a bit. Because there's definitely a lot of weird things in the game. And I'm not going to say a lot, but there's a lot of odd requests, side missions that you could do and such. So I don't know how relevant most of them will be. But it's really cool. I'm glad that we got introduced to the Reapers. They're a very important part of the anime. And so getting to understand them, what they do, and their rules that they have to abide by is very important for us as the viewers to understand exactly what is going on and setting up the rules of this game. I will be honest, I feel like, especially probably in the first couple episodes, they're going to throw a lot of random rules at you. And sometimes they did feel like they just kind of popped up whenever necessary. So it was a little weird, but honestly, I feel like I got the hang of all the rules and the ifs eventually. So really fun. The music, like I said, always brings me back. I know they were going to have a different opening song, but because of issues with the band, they had to replace the song, which is crazy because I don't know how long ago they had to replace it. I think it was pretty recently. So that's super crazy to have to do right before putting out this anime. Like, whoo, that's so scary. But, of course, I don't think any The World Ends With You fan is complaining that they put in Calling. I think most of us adore the song anyways. Maybe some of us are sick of hearing it, but honestly, it's been long enough that I'm fine. I am chill with hearing Calling. It's so good. So I'm very, very excited to see where the anime will go next week. How far are we going to go in? How quickly will we go through these days? And importantly, I'm excited to see how the fighting will adapt. Like I said, in the game, it kind of gets more expansive. You kind of get different things, new abilities, what have you. I don't know what they're going to focus on with the pins and the psychs. I don't quite understand how they will show that well. I'm hopeful that they will kind of talk about them and show Neku trying them out. It would be fun, but unsure about that. So I also don't think they'll address too much about the fashion in the game, in the anime. The game really addressed fashion, and that if you were wearing certain brands in certain areas of Shibuya, you actually got a boost of strength, what have you. So they're not going to address it, which is kind of disappointing. If they do, that'd be cool, but they're not going to address it. But that's okay. Just little things that, you know, as someone who has played the game and really enjoyed the game, it does disappoint me to know that people won't know about those aspects. But that's okay. Like, you can go to stores and buy pins and buy food and buy outfits to make your character stronger. So really fun. I still, once again, would highly recommend that you play the game. No animation will ever encapsulate all the really cool things that the game did. But now, I'm going to start going into spoiler territory. If you want to watch the anime and have not played the game, please don't listen. Because I'm going to start spoiling things. So, number 1, they cut out Neku's monologue from the start of the game, which I'm not sure why they did. If it was just to preface that Neku really doesn't have memory, so he can't remember that, so why would he have that monologue? Or was it really just to stress how Neku died? Because they did, that was what they showed in the beginning, was Neku's death. And of course, obviously, he's dead. If you're still here, click off if you don't want spoilers. But obviously, he's dead. Everyone here is dead. But how he died, obviously, as we know, by playing the game, it was this really weird shoot down. And you got confused about who was shooting who. And literally the whole point of the game is like every time you got an end, you would be like, oh, he shot me, or oh, he shot me. And then eventually you're like, oh, of course, it's just the son of a bitch who shot me. So I'm definitely curious why they decided to take out Neku's very memorable emo rant in the beginning to replace it by showing Neku's death, the small memories of his death. I think it's to preface to show that he can kind of get those memories back, but I'm not sure. So that'll be interesting to see, because I know it is a big part, but I do find it odd with that knowledge why they chose to take out Neku's rant about, I hate everyone. Everyone shut up. Stop talking. Oh, the world needs me. Everyone else can buzz off or something. My angsty self still remembers. So that was interesting. Along with that, they did show us the Game Master, Zeta Man, which I always forget his name, but I just call him Zeta because he always says Zeta slow. Our 2 other Reapers. And I always forget his name, but Coffee Man. I call him Coffee Man. I can't remember his name. It's been too long. But we also have Coffee Man, which, of course, Coffee Man was there. He was at his right point, what have you. He will come more into play later on in the series. I am actually struggling to remember when we get introduced to Joshua. Because I think, doesn't he come in week 1 some point? Not a lot, but a little bit. And then, at the pace we're going, I would assume in 4-ish, I don't know, because we're going really fast. And of course, the first episode is going to be fast. But I would assume by episode 4, we'll end the first week of the game. And then move on to our second one with Beat. Right? It's Beat second? Yeah, and then Joshua? Yeah. I had to remember the order. And I do really appreciate, and I really try my best not to spoil it, but I love that when Neku said, or when Shiki said for Neku, that Neku couldn't remember anything and had lost his memory. I love that moment that they gave for Beat. That is probably my favorite moment, and for no one else who has seen the game, played it, what have you, no one else would like this moment, but for me, who has prior knowledge, seeing Beat be like, oh, he has forgot his memories, that was so cool, because once again, if you play the games, and if you don't want spoilers, why are you still here? Rhyme is Beat's sister, and of course, Rhyme and Beat both died. And when they got to the game, Rhyme no longer could remember Beat, and that they were siblings. So Beat had to, deal with this, which is fucking insane. And because Rhyme doesn't remember, we eventually find out that Rhyme's precious memory that was taken from her, because they take the most precious thing from you, was her memories of their relationship, I think is how they worded it, or something like that. Or was that Beat's? Beats was his relationship with his sister. I can't remember whose precious item that was anymore. And maybe it's Beats. I don't remember what Rhymes was, but yeah, one of the two. Their memory was their relationship, so they took that away, which is kind of crazy. I'm curious how much they will hint at Shiki's item they took from her as well. I want them to hint at it. I'm hoping they hint at it, because I thought that was really cool. And I definitely, now that they're speeding things up, could see them trying to hint at Shiki's a bit more too. So it's cool. I'm interested to see how all the puzzle pieces will fall with this much faster pace. Because obviously, like I said during watching the episode, day 1 is a lot of tutorials that are not needed. So day 1 can go by lickety split. I was fully expecting that, because literally all they had to do was walk up. But for us playing the game, you had to learn all your combats, your psychs, working with a partner, all that jazz, understanding the barrier system, which they didn't explain very well in the anime, I'll be honest. Where the barrier blocked you out, there would be a Rieper there, standing there. Most of the time, you would just hit the wall and be like, but sometimes it'd be a Rieper there and be like, no, you can't go. Which was weird. There's one time I think you got to fight him too. It was odd. I don't remember why though. But I have a very strong memory of one time, he just fight you. I don't remember. I think they were set around, and if you talked to them, you had to fight them. I don't remember. But yeah, so it's cool. Like I said, it's really fun to get to watch this nostalgia come to life. It's definitely interesting. And once again, Calling was really nice to hear. I know it's not the song that they originally hoped, but I actually really did enjoy getting to hear Calling. So I'm also interested to see what the ending is going to look like the ending credits, the ED song, because they have to have one, right? And I don't think we heard it. So that will be cool as well. So something to look forward to. I believe these are going to start airing every Friday. I might be wrong. I do need to double check that. I'm not sure if that'll be every week or what their system will be. But yeah, I am hopeful that I can always get these done, recorded, and get them out to you guys, because I really, really like this anime, and as long as enough of this game, but as long as enough of you guys really do enjoy watching it, I definitely will continue on editing these down and putting them on Patreon. If maybe not enough of you guys really enjoy them on YouTube, I will definitely keep going on Patreon, but maybe not put them over here. So if you like it, please make sure to leave a like so that I know that y'all want more of this. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for letting me nerd out. I love this game. It was one of my favorite DS games, so it's really cool to see this come to life and be able to nerd out again and rediscover how much I love this game. I surprised myself even. So, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all later. Bye!